Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Jacqueline, and I am joined by Marlo Metcalf. And we're going to go through some laser hair removal driving sales for you all. It's a little bit of a mixture of some marketing materials, some current stats, differentiation of the device, and what makes this device superior to other devices that your clients might find on the market, as well as some spa associate coaching for you all as well. So if you'd like to share any of this with your spa associates, the webinar will be recorded and we will distribute the slide deck as well in the newsletter this Thursday. So without further ado, welcome. And let's get started.
So I just want to bring attention first to some laser hair removal numbers. So not sure if you're aware, but every month Lisa does post the laser spa sales in the weekly services newsletter that comes out on Thursday. So we took a little snippet just from, it was the May 5th services newsletter, and it was overviewing the April sales. And in April, it was a really cool month. We actually saw 2 spas that had sales that were more than 10% of their total spa sales. So looking at every sale that was done, from gift cards, products, services, things like that, laser sales made up more than 10% of that, which is just really incredible. Also for April, on average, the laser spas did about $5,100 in sales. So we're really continuing to see these numbers grow, both the overall monthly sales per spa and then also the number of spas that are over 10%. I believe there is actually 3 or 4 spas that were right there at 9% of total sales. So this is really becoming another extension of the Hand and Stone brand, and it's really exciting to see the growth here.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely like another segment of the business. Now, hair removal overall with waxing and then laser hair removal is becoming quite a big segment up in Canada. And so I do just have a training reminder. The laser hair removal online course is on the LMS. This is mandatory. Starting a couple of months ago, we made quite a few announcements on the services newsletter prior to hands-on in-person certification. So whether that's going to be at the corporate office or you're booking a trainer to come out, they will need to complete this course. It has Hand and Stone specific training in it. It has really all of the prerequisite theory, like the Fitzpatrick scale, pre and post care, and just general safety, as well as the science behind the service for laser hair removal technology. So I highly recommend that estheticians actually retake this yearly to ensure they're performing all of the necessary steps with each and every client and can have a general refresher on what these might look like, as well as inputting notes for every service. When we were doing an audit on a couple of incidents that came through, we were noticing that there are no notes, and especially for a laser hair removal service, that is a huge liability. However, we want to make sure that we're inputting notes for every single service, even facials that are happening, as this is mandatory for every single client. So I would definitely recommend having all of your estheticians take a refresher, and definitely for any estheticians that are coming in new to your spa before the hands-on training. So this course is on the LMS. I have the path at the bottom of the slide there.
Really great reminders, Jacqueline. Notes, notes, notes.
Yes. And it's not only helpful safety and liability wise, but if your esthetician then sees a different esthetician, it's important that they're aware of everything. What might seem obvious to one isn't so obvious to another. So what is laser hair removal? An effective long-term hair removal solution. So an emphasis on that long-term portion, as it's different from shaving or waxing. And so this penetrating energy heats the hair root, which prevents future hair growth. And so each treatment reduces new hair growth. So we do just have a couple of reiterations of laser hair removal for any spas that maybe don't have it yet and that are joining or listening to this webinar because they are interested in bringing it in.
So our hair removal clients or waxing clients are really some low-hanging fruit when it comes to building your laser business. They care about being hair free already. So something to learn to help convert maybe your waxing clients to the laser client is the 3-5-1 approach. So let the client know that they're going to see about 84% reduction in hair after just 3 sessions. That's really amazing. I feel like I saw that in just 1 session almost. So to sweeten the deal, we offer a series of 5 for just the price of 4 services. So who doesn't love a free hair removal service, Jacqueline? I know I do.
I do.
And then in the event that you need a touch up, we do have single services available as well for those clients. So here on the slide, you're going to see our series sell sheet. So that's that buy 4 laser hair removal services and get the 5th one free, which is just such an incredible deal. I don't see other places offering something like this. And then what I love even more is that it's going to have that guest pricing and that member pricing on the same sheet. So this can even help with membership sales because they're going to want that lower price for the series.
And I am a converted hair removal client to laser, so I can speak to this from experience. I was a long time waxer for several different body parts. And truthfully, every month that I would go in, it actually killed me, that when I thought about how many years I've been doing it, how I go every single month, and well, the price that way, I mean, it's not that cheap to get even hair removal, like waxing. But when we actually started this program up in Canada, I tasked myself with at least trying the laser because I'm a person that speaks from experience. And if I've never had it myself, I couldn't speak from experience. So I actually researched ones around me and I got an InMode Tritone device. And I was actually surprised with how virtually almost painless it is, but I was a hair removal who converted over to laser. And so, I finished my series for several different body parts. And while, yes, it is a sticker shock, when you do break down the cost savings over time, you're paying this couple of months, but then, you'll be hair free or at least only have to have maintenance touch up. So it actually is a savings in the long run. And I was actually just saying that to myself a couple of days ago where I was like, oh, I'm so happy with how much I've actually saved getting the laser hair removal because for the last few months, I haven't had to have anything. I haven't had to pay for the waxing that was getting pretty costly after tip and everything once a month.
Yeah. And something else I was just thinking about while you were speaking is, I know it's a little random, but waxing is also very wasteful. Like think of all the strips and all of the sticks that you go through just for one waxing. Like I know when I've been to waxing appointments, I'm like, dang, like this is just super wasteful, right? You use a stick once and then you throw it away. So laser also is very, kind of eco-friendly that way where there's not a lot of waste.
That's true. It's a more sustainable hair removal option, I would say.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the one, if you go back to one page, and then the marketing material about the simply smooth all over, is that something you found in the library or? So this one, I was
It is
thinking
in the
about.
library, so we can send it to you after this too, Penny, but it is in the library under marketing.
Okay, oh, this one, right? Because Karina, which is my manager, she was asking earlier, can we get a small size of those? Because the client comes in and we have a pamphlet. The pamphlet is a big size. So she's asking, can we get something smaller we can hand to every client? I was like, this is a pretty good one. Yeah, so it's in library.
Yeah, and the actual size of it is a normal size piece of paper, but
Okay.
maybe we can get Scott and his team to whip up something a little bit smaller for like in a handout size.
Sounds good.
Cool. Good question.
Okay,
great. And so I would definitely make sure that your estheticians are utilizing the laser hair removal consultation protocol, just to make sure that they're hitting all of the points to make this the most successful consultation it can possibly be, and trying to convert this consult into at least a service or possibly a series purchase. This is going to be most effective when they can feel the treatment for themselves. I was surprised again how virtually painless it is, especially if you're somebody who's been having hair removal. I wouldn't say it's any more painful than getting waxed is at all. So this will really help them with the talking points. It is 2 pages, but I just put this on here for an example. There is more talking points on here, but it's just going to be really helpful if they're able to have the most effective consultation possible. And of course, promoting this consultation to as many clients as possible, massage clients, facial clients, anybody that we can get to try this out, not just hair removal clients. But of course, we already have them in there, so it would be super easy to do that laser consult with a hair removal client.
And also the consultation protocol, because myself does laser as well. I have not seen this protocol before. Is that something in library as well?
Yeah, it's on the library and it's on the LMS as well.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. And so the biggest thing is going to be client awareness and promoting to our clients that we offer laser hair removal services. So cross-promoting is going to be a great avenue for promoting to laser clients to treat other areas. That's really going to maximize our use out of each client. I was, again, the perfect example. I'm like the perfect client for these types of things, but I first started with one area, and then I want to say after 1 or 2 times, then I was doing another area. And again, that was just me wanting that, but imagine when you're actually promoting to your clients. And I will say that the place that I went never promoted additional areas. They never promoted other services that they offer at the establishment. They simply just took me each time and then sent me on my merry way. So imagine, if we're different and we're able to cross promote and educate our clients on our other service offerings. So whether that just being different laser hair removal areas or educating our client on our advanced facial offerings and explaining the different, treatments that we offer, like chemical peels, microdermabrasion, LED light therapy, new face microcurrent, 2 product lines, one that's plant-based, results-driven, one that's internationally renowned and science-based. So imagine when we're educating our clients on all of our offerings like that, especially if there's somebody that might be going elsewhere for these types of services.
Yeah, and if it's 100% sure for sure, yes. So just the first one you say, the treat other area get 10% additional, 10% off. Is there something going on, or that's because I do not know we have this code?
That's just like a general suggestion.
Okay. See, we always promote people to trade the other area for sure. But is that 10% off this code in the system, or just suggest us to do this?
I know we have a couple codes in the system. I'm not sure if we have exactly the 10% off one, but we can definitely evaluate that one today. And if there's not, I mean, it's really easy to create on our end.
That's a really good idea. Actually, 10%. Yeah,
I'm almost positive there is, because we presented this a couple of times now and we've never had an issue.
Okay.
So I think that there is, but if there's not, let us know.
Okay, for sure.
And then a complimentary face fit would also be a really great option for somebody that perhaps hasn't had a facial before and isn't really familiar with skincare, and to kind of get their feet wet and to just be introduced to these types of services and what skin concerns they might have. Of course, promoting laser to existing facial clients through that patch test in the consultation, and then promoting laser to existing massage clients if estheticians are available, offering that patch test in the consultation. And this is great because sometimes we think that that might be so far off from a massage client, but sometimes you'd be surprised. Sometimes they like massage, but they might not be that into facials. However, they are into hair removal. So don't cross massage clients off your list just yet.
So in spa, there's also a couple different ways to spread the awareness of laser hair removal. So estheticians offering that complimentary consultation to each of their clients again, is a really good suggestion. Just letting them know it doesn't have to be a waxing client, but hey, we have a really cool laser machine, so I'd love to book you for a complimentary consultation. When you book your next facial with me, we can add a little bit time onto that, or if you want to come in again before then, I'd be happy to do that for you. So I like the idea of that, especially if there are members or clients that come back, offering that for free kind of makes them feel a little bit special. And again, I love free things. So yes, I'd come in for a free consultation. And then also giving out brochures. So kind of what you said, Penny, like, looking at, the brochures or another type of handout to have available for the spa associates to give to each client, even those massage clients, right? They might feel a little self-conscious about some hair when they're getting massages, or, they are good candidates, not just because, they can't just get massages. Sometimes we can offer them something else. And then one thing that I'm really keen about, and I really suggest, is having your practice sessions for your estheticians be on the promoters of the service. So like your spa associates, so they can really speak to the service from their own experience. So if I've learned a couple of things about spa associates over the years. Number one, they love free food, but also number two, they love talking about a service that they just got, and they will talk about it to everyone that will listen to them. So offering either a laser service to them for free, or just having them part of those practice sessions. The spa associates are the ones that always have to field a lot of questions from our clients after a service or after being told something from an esthetician or even massage therapist. So make sure the spa associates are really well equipped to talk about this service. And again, talking about it from experience will just make it that much better.
Yeah, I agree. And I would say, I feel so confidently that having something like this should be a part of like an onboarding. So even if they weren't here when the practice sessions were taking place, you want them to promote this at the end of the day. So definitely having the spa associates have it. And if the esthetician didn't get it done, possibly when they were certified, making sure that they, of course, get it done as well, because they'll quite literally need to speak to it confidently and with experience.
And it really wasn't until I actually got a service that I felt more comfortable talking about it, or
yeah, me too, 100%.
So
because you're only you're only speaking from like what you think, when
like I've been told it's really cool, but I haven't tried it, and now it's like you got to get the laser.
That's 100% sure, for sure. Yeah. So last year when we bring in the laser, all our spa associates got a full body laser. They all got a full body session. They all got 3 sessions each. So it's easier for them to promote. Yeah, it is very easy for them.
That's a great best practice, Penny. Thanks for sharing that with us. That's really good to know, because you're right. They're the ones that talk about it. So promoting on social media, Scott and the team in marketing have just done an incredible job with laser. Social media has been just a huge part of our laser success. We have some really great creatives to share with the world in Canada to get the word out about laser at Hand & Stone. Everything is on the library, and I'm sure if you ask Scott and Jessica really nicely, I'm sure they can customize something to your needs as well. So I just have loved some of the laser stuff that has come out recently even. And also with the social media and just overall promotions, Scott and the other, laser spas who perform these services have been coming up with some really great promotions, and they've been tracking them closely. So they have figured out what promotions work and exactly when to promote them. So, the mix of the promotions and the really nice look of the social media is just, it's really great, and it's getting that word out and really helping with that success.
Yeah, we need to ask Scott very nicely create us maybe a free consultation business card. We stamp that with every receipt.
Nice. That's excellent. Another great idea. And then to bring in, new clients off the street, we have an incentive for clients to tell their friends about laser. So I only wish that I either lived in Canada and had friends up there, or we had laser down here in the US spas, because I've sold all my friends and coworkers on laser.
Me too. Me
Yeah.
too.
And like the US has just severe FOMO. Like they hate that Canada has laser and we don't have it down here. So that's really exciting. So I've sold all my friends and coworkers on laser. It'd be really nice if I got that 25% off because of it, but not gonna happen anytime soon. And
Oh, Marlo, when you come to our location, we're gonna laser you.
okay,
You first, right? We're gonna laser you.
sold.
That's the
I will do
plan.
that. And I truly believe, not just with laser.
Can
but
I be
so
the
many-
friend that comes?
Yeah,
Can I
yeah,
be there?
yeah. I'm bringing Jacqueline with me too.
You know what? Both me and Karina were esthetician, we're laser technician. We're gonna laser you both.
Okay,
Yeah, for
sign me up.
sure.
I will be there. So yeah, so not only laser, but everything in the spa. I think word of mouth and just personal testimonials are just such a great way to market and sell any service or product that we have within our four walls. So I really think that this incentive, the 25% off, is just, it's a no-brainer. It's a must-have. It's really nice. I love, just as a consumer myself, when I get a kickback for a referral. I love helping small businesses. I like promoting things that I truly believe in and that have worked for me. And it's really nice to get, something in return. So again, if all my friends were in Canada, I would just be swimming in 25% off refer a friend coupons. That's for sure.
And the positive side of this also is that you're obviously trying to get that new client acquisition by them referring a friend. But chances are the client that's referring them is already in a series. So then by them getting that $25 off, they might now be doing another treatment area because of it. So,
Yeah.
Cross promoting to the one and then gaining new client acquisition from the other. So
Just so much potential there.
for sure. So I do want to speak a little bit about the Tritone difference and what differentiates this device and our laser hair removal services from some of the competitors that are on the market.
Yeah, so the Tritone machine is upheld really to the highest standard in the industry. And InMode, the company in general, is just very well known and respected in the industry. They won the prestigious Innovative Device Award back in 2018 when we were first researching InMode and starting to partner with them. And they just continue to win awards and accolades every year. Jacqueline, I think we actually have a montage of their awards, correct?
Yes, this is pretty much like all of their awards that they've won throughout 2018 to now. So we have Elle, we have Good Housekeeping, we have Shape, and then we just have a bunch of other aesthetic and different type of device technology awards that they've won. And like Marlo said, they're an internationally renowned, device technology brand that is very well respected and known amongst different aesthetic devices and treatments, especially in med spas and plastic surgeons' offices. And something really cool is that we have that at Hand and Stone. And the place that I got my laser hair removal, because unfortunately Hand and Stones here don't have laser hair removal, was actually in a plastic surgeon's office.
Wow.
So I feel like that's really cool that we have a device technology of that caliber. We don't just have, the cheapest possible device or something that will get the job done. We have something super effective and something that, we can, brag about to our clients.
For sure. And I've had a couple conversations with just people in the industry that not necessarily are clients of Hand and Stone. And when they ask what kind of laser machine we have, when you talk about the InMode Tritone, like people know it. Like people that I've talked to have been like kind of surprised and shocked, but like just wow, like you have that in Hand and Stone. So again, yeah, like Jacqueline says, really respected.
So Marlo, Jacqueline, questions for, can go back to this one. This one, we should have this information. Where I can find this information? I would rather to put in the room or in, you know.
Yeah, so Penny, we're one step ahead of you.
Yeah.
We're trying to get all the individual images from InMode, and we'll probably create something because we even went to them and said, you know, when you win something, we want to hear about it in real time so we can promote it even on our channels and share with you guys as the owners. So yeah, that is definitely something in the works.
Okay,
Yes.
so we do have a client coming in and say, hey, what machine you use? So we share the machine and then they say, okay, I'm gonna do some search and before I make a decision. But if we have this one, say there's no search need to be done, it's no brainer. You have all those, you know, when all those things, and then it's a good machine, and then that probably will help us.
Yeah, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, we're
so
trying to
Scott
get
doesn't
it.
know it yet, Penny, but there will be a marketing request soon with some of these images for the spas and social media as well.
For sure.
We're
Yeah.
talking that business. I got 2 notes down here and I just missed this last one. What was it? So I got the series sales sheet, 2 up. You want to be able to print them smaller. I got the free consultation business card, and then I looked away for a second and I missed this last one. What was this last one?
We want to be able to promote the awards that the InMode Triton have received or InMode has received for their innovation. So kind of
InMode
what we're
awards.
showing here. Yeah.
Sounds
My
good.
screenshots are just not cutting it.
No, it's awful, Karina. Like we were not even impressed with what they sent us. Like we
I
asked for
know.
higher resolution images immediately. So Jacqueline
Yeah.
is tackling that.
Perfect.
I asked a
thank
couple
you.
of times, but I was unsuccessful. So I'm hoping I can get them soon. But yes, we are tasked with it. Absolutely.
Thank you
So,
so much.
Scott, are you still there, Scott?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yes. Okay. After this meeting, I'm gonna send you an email. I just come with the idea. Just every we see that we're gonna touch a business card on business card as a free laser consultation, and
Sounds
maybe a
good.
coupon, something like that.
I like it. Look
Yeah, I'm
forward to
gonna
the
send an email after this.
Sounds good.
Love it. So fun.
Alrighty, so as we mentioned, Triton's really the best in class, and their wavelengths are fast and reliable on this workstation, addressing the #1 most commonly sought after aesthetic device procedure in the world, which is hair removal. And so it combines 3 most popular wavelengths on one platform. And a really good positive in this is that the Triton does not discriminate amongst skin tones, which, you know, actually, when I was researching myself to go get laser hair removal, there was quite a few places that were actually, you know, saying that certain skin tones, or depending on the color of the hair, they wouldn't be able to treat. So this device is super advanced with the Triton Duo Light and the Triton Duo Dark, and that we're able to treat any type of skin, tone, type, hair color, anything. So really great that this device allows us to do that. It's the only Health Canada device firing 2 wavelengths in a single pulse at high power with the fusion technology. And so this means also fewer treatments than traditional modalities. So that's a cost savings for you as an owner or a manager, being that you don't need to give as many sessions with this device, and a cost savings for the client as they're purchasing less services technically. And so it's treating tan skin. So we're taking a little bit of the seasonality out of laser hair removal, and we're able to treat that tan skin even in the summer. And patients will pay premium based on this technology when they are educated on all of this, that they don't have to skip the summer, that it's going to be fewer treatment modalities, that we can treat all different skin types, and the facts about the device itself. And so the Triton advantage of these optimal wavelengths, that we're able to get all different skin types, tones, hair types, and colors. And it's got that effective high peak power, fast hair removal in that high pulse repetition rate, large spot sizes, and it even has a glide technology. So you're able to glide over the legs rather than spot treating the legs, which can be really painful and time consuming when you have to go over each different section of hair. It has an efficient cooling mechanism that's going to be post, parallel, and pre. So it's going to make it even less painless on this device, and an ergonomic small handpiece, which makes doing, multiple laser hair removal treatments in one day a lot less taxing on the provider. And so that fusion advantage is that combination of wavelengths to address hair removal at different stages of the hair growth cycle. So with these different stages of the cycle, depending on when you're doing the laser hair removal, if you're not treating all of the different cycles, the client will need more sessions because each time they're coming in, their hair growth might be at a different cycle. So with the Tritone, we're able to get all of the different cycles, and they're able to thus have less sessions. So that's kind of why this has less treatments than some of the competitors on the market.
So as Jacqueline had mentioned a couple of slides ago, hair removal is the #1 sought after energy-based aesthetic procedure, which is huge, right? So today, 80 million women spend over $500 million on shaving, waxing, and hair removal options. I would love to know the number for men, because that's become a huge segment as well in this industry. All of the, boutique beard shops and hair removal and razors and things like that. So this market could really mean an astronomical increase in practice revenues at the spas, by offering that fast, safe, and easy hair removal option with Tritone and InMode. So next, just to kind of reiterate some things that Jacqueline shared, is the Tritone is just a whole different experience at Hand & Stone. Just like how we need to describe our signature hot stone service and how it differs from what people typically have experienced before or picture hot stone to be, we have to explain the Tritone difference as well, right? So a client needs to receive less treatments with less pain, and this is available to all skin types. Most importantly, like Jacqueline mentioned, it glides, right? Just like those hot stones of ours, and overall creates a more comfortable experience, especially with that extra cooling from the gold-plated device head. So again, people have that thought of what they think laser is, that spot treatment, the painful, sizzling, all those weird things. And ours is just different, right? It's cooling, it glides, it's easy, it's fast, and it's just way more effective than other devices.
And I would also say that if your client's explaining to you that they had laser hair removal 10, 15, 20 years ago, or even longer, that laser hair removal and device technology has come a long way, and it was much, much more painful then, especially if they were using, a different type of device technology than laser, as there was a couple more that were on the market that were more popular back then. I would try to educate them and really push them to get that consult, because they would be pleasantly surprised. I remember a couple of people when we first launched, I think it was like Anita and Stephanie, they were saying, that they had it way in the past and this was completely different. So again, just educating them on that.
Yeah, even just like the LASIK eye corrective surgery, right? That's come so long as well. So just laser technology in general. So yeah, good tips.
And so these are just some before and afters, just to show how powerful it is. None of these are even full sessions or full series. So definitely works, and a great crossover for your waxing clients.
So next we're going to talk a little bit about some resources and things that we have available for spa associates. The first thing here you'll see is just some scripting that we have that you can either print out and share with your spa associates when they're having those conversations with the clients. So, hair removal clients, if they have a concern about it working on their certain skin type, or about the difference between waxing and the laser, they have some scripting here. And then also addressing, like, will laser hair removal hurt? So again, if they've never tried it before, they can't speak from experience. So we need to equip them with some confident answers with the scripting. Next, it's really important, you know, again, going back to getting the spa associates, those promoters that we will call them. We'll call them spa promoters. I love that. Getting them confident to explain it and talking from that own personal experience with the treatment so they can talk to the comfort of it, and how quick it was. And also one thing I think is huge when discussing any service, whether it's an upgrade or laser, talking about the experience that the client is going to have in the room, right? So talking about what the consultation is like and maybe a couple questions that are asked, talking about, you know, the cleaning of the area, applying the gel, and then the actual treatment itself. So just being able to walk them through the steps of what's going to happen. I know I'm a visual person, so I kind of want to hear like what I'm going to, you know, be going through, and also a little anxious. So that also helps build that rapport with the client. They can even take their own before and after photos, if they're comfortable doing so. If they don't want to take pictures, they can just talk about the before and after. I've been talking about my before and after to everyone. So again, building that rapport. And then if they haven't been treated, having the spa associates talk about other staff members that have been, having those before and after photos readily available to show. Other clients' testimonials is really important. Again, personal testimonials are huge. And then ending with, it was a very quick, painless, and fairly comfortable process. Pricing. So you want to start on focusing on the savings and discount today. So again, some scripting here. You will gotta edit this a little bit. You will likely need less treatments with Tritone when compared to other lasers because of the new technology. That means savings to you in both time and money. Then here we have the cost comparison. So this is another thing that spa associates can talk to. Again, even though laser is a little bit more expensive up front, like Jacqueline mentioned, over time, it's going to end up being cheaper, right? Because you're either going to shave the rest of your life, wax the rest of your life, or you put a little bit more money up front with laser and you don't have to do laser for your entire life, right? So it's that permanent hair removal that you're paying for. And so we have this cost comparison also available if they kind of just want that visual of what everything looks like.
And I would say this would be helpful for the estheticians too, you know, so if you want this in the room with them, in the like at the desk with the spa associates, I think everybody can benefit off of this.
For sure. Yeah. And I liked how you said that. Like, yes, it's a little bit more upfront. However, like over the lifespan of, you know,
Yeah.
5 years, 20 years, whatever, it's cheaper.
Yeah, like even when you look here, shaving over 5 years is like the same as laser because you got the laser once, but
Well, this is a
especially
5 years comparison. This is 5 years, right?
this one's like price per session, 1 year, 5 years. That's what it kind of goes through. So we just like made these ones bigger, but they're all on here.
Okay, so after 5 years, actually, you are much cheaper by using laser instead of shaving and
For
waxing.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
everything. I mean, waxing probably gets the most expensive after 5 years because especially if you're doing it every month. And honestly, this is like before tip too. So
And
definitely.
think
This
about
is a
like,
great comparison.
yeah, and think about like when you're getting ready to go on vacation, like it's the last minute thing of like, oh my God, I didn't get a waxing appointment. So now you're all stressed out about that. And with laser, like you're, you know, lasered and done for a while. So you don't have to worry about that. I don't know how many hotels I've shown up to and had forgotten my razor and now I'm stuck using your little, you
Yeah.
know, cheap ones with and nick myself all over. So
You want to know what I hated about like because I hated shaving, but I liked waxing. Like I didn't mind it, and then that's when I was really thinking about the price. And I liked my result for a week or two after. But something that was excruciatingly painful for me was the regrowth part. And, especially in the summer, having to work through that like 1 to 2 weeks where, okay, I can either shave and start all over and then like wait to wax, or I can just, be hairy and be at the beach, but you can't go too prematurely because the wax won't pick up the hair if it's not long enough. So you're kind of just stuck in this limbo where you need to make a decision whether you're gonna shave, be hairy.
It's so true. It's that like waiting period that you're just like, oh my God.
Yeah, whereas with laser, there's no waiting period because you actually do have to shave right before it. So it doesn't like start you all over though if you shave. So yeah, I just think that was what sold me also on laser, is that I had to have no like waiting period of having to be hairy. So it would pick up the hair. So definitely a plus there. So I feel like that's even a good sell and an education for your hair removal clients, is that like you will no longer have to do the regrowth phase in the summer, especially.
Right.
There's a marketing
Yeah,
line
makes
for you,
sense.
Scott.
Definitely.
Yeah.
No more regrowth phase.
No more 3 choices of being
Yeah.
hairy at the beach.
So there's some objections that your spa associates and definitely your estheticians will have to overcome. So pricing is one, right? Just like our memberships, right? And so if pricing is an objection, offer that cost comparison to shaving or waxing and really get them to see that big picture. That over time, you're actually going to be saving money, especially with those series. So also if price is an objection, cost comparisons of the series, right? So you can talk about the difference between member and guest pricing. So becoming a member even gets you more money saved. And then also you can talk about the member benefits of member rewards points towards free other services like facials, things like that. Also, throughout the year, we do special promotions that will offer members maybe a deeper discount on laser that we don't offer to guests. So letting them know the benefits also of being a member versus non-member with cost. And then don't be afraid to follow up with clients who seemed a little bit on the fence, either about the series or about laser in general. Again, we want them to feel comfortable and confident. We have numbers, statistics, information, training. We have all the things going on, and we can answer really any question or hesitation that our clients may have.
Can we answer any questions you have?
I think for us, yes, laser we bought in last year. We started in last July. I think it's about the folks. So at beginning, our number was pretty good because we focused on lasers new, right? But after a while, now we have a focus on membership. We focus on some other thing. So kind of like we need to go back to focus on laser again. This is one thing for us, yes.
And like I said earlier, Penny, that's a good idea of like getting back to laser, because again, this is almost like a third branch of Hand and Stone of your spa. And moving into the future, when we're looking at future innovations right now, we're looking at more of those body treatments, right? Not things that are necessarily going to be upgraded in a facial, but things that are going to be body focused, where we're bringing in a completely different clientele, right? And moving away from more massage and facial towards, health and wellness.
Advanced the facial, static, yeah. So I do have a question for you and Jacqueline. So I know the laser machine can do multiple things. Laser hair removal, just if you turn on the machine, you see all those platforms, and we just choose the one that does the laser. Is there any chance later on we can extend those handpiece? I know we're looking for some other things, but they are some amazing technology come with the machine. And for other things like radio frequency and then microneedling come from this machine. So is there any chance over there, or we are not going to do this at all?
Microneedling wouldn't be on this machine. This machine does have 2 different hand pieces that is like the IPL, and there was one other one, and we did request the information from Adam, but we can't do everything at one time. because we're just going to, confuse the clients, confuse estheticians. So we do want to focus on one thing at a time. So we just launched NuFace microcurrent technology. And right now we are working through the pilot with Oxygeneo, which actually does have the radio frequency handpiece as well as an ultrasound handpiece. So we want to focus on that pilot as well. However, the answer is not no for that. We are actively researching that portion of the handpieces, but it is a significant investment, and we do want to survey the spas to make sure that enough spas would want to adopt in that handpiece to not, fragment the menu even further amongst the spas. So we're definitely looking into it, Penny, though. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I have a competitors just right on the street close to us, right? So they use the same machine, they do laser, and then they had a few more hand pieces, and then that's the other thing as well. Yeah, they do get a lot of client, and I just wondering if we are gonna explore for this machine. I know Oxygeneo is a great idea. It's gonna come down the pipe. But for
Yeah.
any spa, if we say, this one does radio frequency and Oxygeneo does radio frequency, is there any price comparison? Say this one, we know the handpiece, how much is the handpiece? And then how much is the Oxygeneo for the same?
Well, the Oxygeneo handpiece for radio frequency is definitely significantly cheaper.
Okay.
It's like 50,000 or 56,000, I think, for one of the in-mode handpieces.
Oh, I see.
And the whole Oxygeneo device is like 20,000. Don't quote me on these prices, but it's around that price. But
Around
that's
that.
also for the exfoliation of the oxygen pod, the massage wand, the ultrasound wand, the radio frequency. So it's definitely significantly cheaper. And it also does quite a few different things, the Oxygeneo, like the oxypods and everything. So.
Okay, makes sense.
All righty. Well, thank you. Penny had kind of like a one-on-one.
Love it. Yeah, I learned a lot from Penny. I got some good ideas.
Yeah. All righty. Well, thank you so much, Marlo, for co-hosting with me today. Thank
for having
you,
me.
Penny, for
Thank
attending.
you so much, ladies.
Yeah, Karina, did you have a question?
No, Penny pretty much nailed
Yeah.
it. So that
Yeah,
was
this
the
type of
same thing.
session. This type of
Yeah.
session make us excited again. This is why I say, why we need to move our focus back to laser again.
Yeah, you got me
so,
excited
yeah.
about it, Penny. Your passion is definitely palpable. So
Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We're excited here at Pickering. We can't wait. We're already like stippling the waters. Now we just need to dive right in.
All right. Well, Jacqueline and I and Scott are all here to support you with whatever you guys need.
For
Thank
sure.
you so
Thank
much.
you
We
very much.
appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Jacqueline. Thanks, Scott.
Thanks, God. Thanks you.
Thanks,
Bye.
Scott. Thanks, guys. Nice to meet you.